Hi everyone, it's Karen from Craftykarendesigns. Today we're going to make a Mother's Day card. I've made this one as a commission for a friend. Excuse me. And it's almost 6x6. It's 5 7/8, I think, squared, or 5 3/4 squared. I just thought I'd make a different size for a change. I quite like a square card. So for this, I'm using I'm going to use Gorgeous Grape and Highland Heather. And I've not cut anything out yet, so I'm going to cut everything out with you. And I'm going to use the Vine Design dies. So I don't know why I'm showing you the stamp set, but it's a bundle. Vine Design, which is this beautiful sort of vine and flower design in a circle. I'll show you the cutouts in a minute, the die cuts in a minute. I'm going to use the Happy Mother's Day from the Timeless Tulips. And inside, I'm going to use the It's Your Day, Enjoy It from the Happiest of Birthdays. So a bit of a mishmash of different sets, but just to show you how versatile everything can be, really. I'll just show you the dies from in here before we start, because they are absolutely beautiful. There's a rectangular one, a circular one, and an oval, and they are just beautiful, and they cut out really nicely. I've got some examples to show you in the stamp case. That's why I have the stamp case out, because that's where they are. So there's the rectangular one. Isn't that pretty? A few bits, little bits just left inside there. And then that's the oval one. And then the one we're going to use again is the round one. Need to poke a few more bits out of that one. There's a few little bits left inside. So we'll put that away for now. And we'll cut out the card pieces. So I think what I'll do is I will go for a Highland Heather card base, and we'll have a layer in Gorgeous Grape. So put that over there. Get the trimmer. So I want it to be 5 3/4 by 11 1/2. So we'll just chop that last little bit off there. And then we need a layer which is, let me measure that one. Did I do it 5 1/2? I think that one might be a 5 1/2. Yep. So we'll do 5 1/2 square. So that's the matte layer. And then we've got another Highland Heather layer to go on the top, which is 5 1/4. There we go. And then we just need a piece of Whisper White to go on the inside. And we'll do that 5 1/2. There we go. That's all of the cutting. and we'll just score this card base. So we need to score that at 5 3/4 to make the card base. There we go. That's all the scoring done. Just give that a press. So that's going to be the base, and that's the mat on top of there, and that's the stamping layer. That goes on the inside, and then this is going to go on here on the front. Let's just poke those little bits out. Not that you'd see these anyway, because I'm going to stick little flowers over the top of those, but even so, let's get rid. There we go. So what I've done is some tone-on-tone stamping. That's why I got the stamp set out. Do you know, my memory is just awful at the moment. I'm going to use this leafy one to do some tone-on-tone stamping, and I'm just stamping on top of the Stamp and Pierce mat because it's photopolymer. It's not because it's photopolymer, but because I haven't got anything else underneath, so I like a bit more of a cushion. Ooh, throwing everything about. Do you know, it's a while since I've done a video and I'm feeling a bit nervous, and I don't know why, because I'm only talking to you guys. Actually, I'm only talking to myself really, but hey. So we'll have a bit of scrap as well to stamp off on. We'll see what it looks like. So yeah, we'll stamp off. So I'm just going to stamp randomly all around. Oh no, that's no good. Turn that over and start again. Try again. Just want there to be a very light impression of some leaves just behind the flowers. There we go. So then when we place that on top, just a little bit of something around the edges so it doesn't look quite so stark. Close that up before I put my fingers in it, because the way things are going already today, I will do. So stick all these layers down first. Get some glue. I really don't know what is the matter with me today. I'm all fingers and thumbs. Just get some Tombow on the back of here. I prefer Tombow because it gives me a minute to get it into the right place. I'm not very good with tape runners. With this one, top of here, and this one's got a slightly bigger border, I think, just ever so slightly. Give that a bit of a smoosh down. how to add this, I'm just going to put little spots of glue. All around the outside and a few in the middle. Just the tiniest little spots. Because otherwise it'll smoosh out everywhere. But especially on the leaves around the outside so that they don't stick up. And then that's going to go there. Hopefully that's in the middle. Right, I'll put that to one side to just dry for a minute while we do the flowers. So I'm going to use the small bloom punch, and I'm going to punch out some Highland Heather. See if I've got any more scraps in here. Some smaller scraps. Let's get rid of these. So we need 8 of them all together. That's 5. 6, 7, 8. And all I've done to shape these is to put them in the palm of my hand and just do that. It's just enough. There we go. Put some pearls in the middle of those in a minute when we've stuck them down. So I'm going to do a bit more stamping. Like I said, I'm going to use the Happy Mother's Day from the Timeless Tulips. Find a block. And I'm using the Stitch So Sweetly dies for this. This is absolutely my favourite set of dies, this one. I use it all the time. Not so much this one, but the rectangles I use all the time. So I've got a couple of white ones out just in case I mess up the stamping. So we shall stamp that in Gorgeous Grape, I think. See if I can get that right in the middle. That's a bit skew with. Let's have another go. They're both a bit skew with. Never mind. I'm not cutting another one out now. It'll do for now. It's sticking up for some reason. Let's take that off. I use that just so that when I'm stamping off the side of the page, I don't get ink all over the mats. So we'll stamp the piece for the inside as well. From the Happiest of Birthdays. I use this sentiment quite a lot. It's quite a useful one. go. And we'll add that to the inside of the card. Get rid of that. I think it's 2 weeks today, Mother's Day. So we've got loads of time to be making your Mother's Day cards. And you could do this one in any colour at all. The sample that I did in blue, I did because my friend's mum likes blue. So she asked for a blue one. And I've done this colourway because I really like Highland Heather and Gorgeous Grape. Right, so we'll add that to there. And then we'll find the dimensionals. Just add that in the middle of there. And then I'm going to add that down there. I'll put some dimensionals on the back of that. It's moved. All the backs off. The backs of these things get everywhere. There we go. Put the lid on that. Get some mini dimensionals out. Now what I've done is I've stuck the flowers over each one of the flowers on the die cut. So I'm just sticking mini dimensional on the back. And then I'm sort of offsetting the petals with the flower underneath, so that you can still see a bit of that. Backs off these dimensionals get everywhere. They stick to your fingers, stick to your clothes. The dust bag on my Hoover is absolutely full of them. They just get everywhere. On there, nearly done. And the last one. You could stick these down with glue if you wanted to, but I wanted a little bit of dimension on the front. So now I'll need some, what have I done with them? Some pearls. Now these aren't Stampin' Up pearls, but don't tell anybody, they're all I've got. I'm waiting to put another order in. So I was going to use the putty end of the Take Your Pick tool, but it doesn't seem to be playing on this. Sticky must be too sticky. I'm just going to put a pearl, one of the larger ones, in the centre of all these flowers. And then we'll have some little ones in the corners of the label. There we go. All done. What do you think? I think that's a really pretty colourway. And there's the blue one. I knew there was something different. I've actually put that one on dimensionals. I wondered why this one looked different. But never mind. So that's the one with dimension on it, which I think actually I prefer. And that's the flatter one. But this one will save, might save on postage, I don't know. Well, they're both quite pretty, aren't they? So all the measurements will be over on my blog at craftykarendesigns.blogspot.com later on today. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And if you're not already subscribed, I'd be really grateful if you could click on the red button and press the bell, and you'll get notified every time I upload a new video. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.